you do good. Howard and Vinvon. You guys doing good? You guys enjoying the stream? I'm actually feeling really not too tired, not too but definitely very awake for this. So from the notes of the creator of the trampoline, apparently the trampoline disappeared on its own. Interesting. So the trampoline just showed up there, and then they brought it on to the. Then they found it at the birthday party, which is pretty fucked up. That children used that shit and got fucking. Well, so it just pops around the place, shot boyd up, and reappeared at the kids' party. Yep, no, that will make sense. Which is crazy to think about. You doing good? That's nice. That's nice. All right. We got mechanical curiosity. Don't we all? This one has a bunch of things that we can open up. So let's do it. It is considered safe. Due to the immobile nature of SCP-1713, Site-71 has been constructed in order to contain the object and to provide a proper processing unit for any materials entering into SCP-1713. Only objects that SCP-1713 may create. Any objects that are created must be inspected by containment staff. No personnel are to enter the core for any reason. Any exploration will be performed by remote control robot. Vinvon, thank you so much for posting the link of the unexplained events. Thank you. No personnel are to enter the core for any reason. Any exploration will be performed by remote control robot. Any objects transported out of Site-71 must be cleared by at least three level 3 personnel. Under no circumstances should personnel be on level 11. All personnel must wear dosimeter tags while within SCP-1713. In the event of automatic start up, all personnel are to immediately evacuate from level 6 through 12, while remaining out of the way of active machinery. Containment teams are to immediately report to the surface to receive any objects produced by the SCP. SCP-1713 is a large... Sorry I disappeared, my phone ran out of battery. Hey, no worries. I just said thank you for posting the link to the unexplained events to Discord, and we all... Howard and I figured out that the statue of Boyd got sent into space because SCP-761, the trampoline, I forgot what the full title is, but the trampoline, that the more you hop on it, the higher you go. So like, it definitely, as Boyd fell down from the beam, the trampoline must have like showed up and then just sent him into orbit and then vanished again. So yeah, that's all you missed. Okay, here we go. SCP-1713 is a large underground factory complex that is constructed primarily of brick, steel, and glass. The factory is dedicated to the construction of 18th century goods. Inside the complex is a variety of machines that are clockwork based. These make up part of a large factory construction line. This assembly of the industrial machines reveal complex assemblies, including gear trains, unseen types of transmissions, and large steel timing chains. Chemical testing of the machines revealed the components to be composed of mostly iron, lesser than 95%. That's the way to say it. With the remaining elements composing of traces of carbon, manganese, chromium, nickel, and tungsten. No abnormal properties have been observed with the machine parts. If you have to do the extra normal events, you should probably do the log of anomalous items first. We'll make it. I will make a list. You just tell me like in what order I should read them, and then I'll make a list of all the links. And yeah, and I'll then tell my YouTube channel. I would say eventually that like as a subscriber special, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, you get this. If you reach this many subscribers, I will read that, and so on and so forth. And then hopefully people will tend to subscribe. SCP-1713 is divided into 12 levels, with each level connected by elevators and large transport tubes. Ladders, crawlways, stairwells, and suspended catwalks allow for human access into the structure. All levels are connected by a large shaft which routes electricity, water, communication, wires, and pipes throughout the entire complex. Inside each level is a series of iron chain conveyor belts and tracks for autonomous machines to follow. The complex has been divided into the following. Open floor plan. Here we go. Oh, go. The surface structure is designated for mass storage and preparation for transport. It also provides a point where raw materials can be sent to the raw materials level. Models to be produced are designated from the control room situated within the building. The first level is the finishing level. Where paint is applied, joints are lubricated, and general functions of produced items are passed through a quality control system. Any items observed to have failed the forged automatic quality control is sent down a chute to the recycling level. Level 2 through 5 are assembly levels. Machines at these levels are dedicated to taking components and constructing assemblies from individual components. Level 2 is dedicated fully to completing the products and is equipped with advanced robotic arms and assembly machines. Level 6 and 7 are dedicated to the creation of components. Machines at this level are designated to work with extremely hot material, including molten steel and molten brass. Small machines create dies for larger machines to use for object molds. Example machines at this level include slacks, stirrers, automatic temperature gauges, oxygen blasters, and robotic flyers that scoop up samples of the molten metal for quality testing. I will say I'm a little bit lost, but we just can't keep reading because maybe like throughout reading this SCP, it will make a bit more sense for me. Level 8 is a recycling level. Any refuse from the higher levels of the complex is sent to this level to be sorted and melted down before being reprocessed. Insect-like robots have been observed to take apart faulty objects and sort them into large bins. Automatic cars take the bins and dump them into a large blast furnace, with steering machines and air injectors keeping the mass settled. Liquid is transported from this level by a large bucket to the 7th level for further processing. Levels 9 and 10 are storage for raw ores and materials. Automated carts and arms can be seen transporting materials, taking from the surface and transporting them to the elevators for melting down at the upper levels. Materials that have been located at this level include coal, iron ore, bauxite, silicon dioxide, copper ore, and unprocessed gemstones. Robots at this level sort out materials brought down from the surface level and deposit them into large piles according to their types. Level 11 is the power core of the facility. No robots have been observed at this level. Level 12 is the research and development workshop of the facility. Robots at this level can be seen developing designs and occasionally send a message via pneumatic tube to the surface for processing. As of this moment, all 65 machines at this level have been shut down and have been accounted for. So it sounds like basically like a giant factory that is being taken care of by robots, and it seems to have to do with like a lot of metallic ores. Machines found at various levels include open machine list. Blast furnaces, metal shears, hydraulic presses, sandblasting machines, water jet cutting arms, robotic arms, large-scale mills and lathes, oiling machines, magnetic arms, degaussing assemblies, crucible cranes, steam rollers, metal planes, vacuum pumps, and stamping engraving arms. In addition to the machines found throughout the facility, various automatons have been observed to work throughout the facility. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, it's basically just a factory with robots. These machines, with the exception of the machines on the level 12, are based off Babbage style engine. What the fuck is Babbage style? Ah, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, charged periodically by connecting the two electrified poles through the levels. The assembly of a specimen reveals that the machine recharges through electrostatic contact with the poles and retains the charge through a basic parallel plate capacitor. These automata are made of a similar alloy to the larger stationary machines. Small automatons rely on fluid or cable-based computers for their instructions, while large automatons use mechanical computers. The following is a list of observed robots and their function. what was the title of this one again? It was called Mechanical Curiosity. So it makes sense. Okay, I'm understanding now. Giant factory making metals, with all the workers being automatons, and yeah, okay. Water blasting automatons to cool pieces from cutting operations. Automatons equipped with arc welders to periodically repair the steel supporting structure. These machines also house larger capacitors to store the necessary charge. Now all I can think about is the fucking "there's a place downtown" from like robots with the factory. Yeah, Dowser style machines to clean the levels floor and deposit any debris towards a reprocessing tube. Let me show you what I mean in case I robots factory. This place, yeah, but they like take all the scrap metal, make that into like shiny metal. There's a place downtown. That's why I see it now. At least that's how I imagine it, and it probably helps having that image a little bit to understand what it's all about. Dowser style machines to clean the levels floor and deposit any debris towards a reprocessing tube. Maintenance automatons that replace and repair any damage to a machine. Automata equipped with insectile appendages sort out and disassemble faulty components. Centipede-like machines that move along the top of ingots, inspecting for impurities. Flying machines that have 2 rotary blades and are armed with claws. They transport parts to various levels, destroy obstructions or deter intruders. 2 staff have been injured by these sentries. Spider-like robots that maintain the integrity of the structure, and snake-like robots that are used to inspect the interior of a large assembly of machines. Note, SCP-1713 is creating new robots in response to containment. All staff must refer to Addendum 2 for further instructions. These lists are by no means exhaustive. Research staff are still cataloging machines and automatons that are discovered. It must suck to have an SCP that keeps giving you new shit. Because you're like, I'm writing everything down. I'm busy. I got things to do. I gotta go in there. I might get attacked by a fucking centipede flying. A flying machine robot with blades. I might get attacked by that. And then you walk in there, and next thing you fucking see is a horse robot. And you're like, this wasn't here yesterday. What do you do? What is your function? The core of SCP-1713 is located at the second lowest level of the complex and is surrounded by the blast doors constructed of the combination of lead plating, iron plating, and cadmium plating. Inside the core structure is a reactor bank composed of 18 glass cylinders arranged on an icosahedral steel object that is attached by 3-meter thick poles to the floor and ceiling of the room. Pipes filled with a water-like fluid are connected to the suspended cylinders and are believed to act as a cooling system. The radiation dosage at the core icosahedral structure has been measured to in excess of 50 sieverts hour, making human exploration of the floor extremely dangerous. The radiation from this level extends throughout the facility, though the highest radiation levels are located exclusively on level 11. The lowest level of SCP-1713 is composed of small workshops which appear to have been used to model machines for the main lines, as well as provide models for the machines to produce on this level. A storage unit has also been located and complete models have been located in the storage unit. Objects include toys, weapons, personal vehicles, animals, and implants. A list of items obtained from level 12 can be found in Addendum 1. The robots from the lowest levels are designed with insect-like appendages for manipulating machines and tools. The distinguishing feature of these robots is that in the core of each robot there appears to be a human brain. Okay. None of these robots have been disassembled as of this writing. It is assumed that the robots are sentient, but are designed to do nothing but to design. The design for designing. Attempts to communicate with these robots produce no response. SCP-1713 was discovered located on the island of Redacted within the Pacific Ocean. You think you would know that early in the document? Nope. I'll find out near the end. Within the Pacific Ocean in 1999. Archaeologists exploring the area accidentally came upon the surface building and brought up some of the materials from the storage units. When the Foundation was alerted to the presence of the SCP, a research team was sent in to contain the object. Upon discovering the actual size of the object, it was decided that Site-71 would be set up in order to experiment with and take advantage of the SCP. Open Addendum 1. Okay, here we go. Addendum 1. The following is an incomplete list of models prototypes that have been located within SCP-1713. Items that have been subjected to non-destructive and destructive testing will have notes attached. Model number okay, B21-612-11. Item appearance: clockwork bird. Wind-up bird modeled after a parakeet that can hop and flap wings. Item made from oak, wood, brass, ruby jewels, bearings, and glass. That's pretty cool. I like that. C-44-224. Steam carriage. Carriage constructed out of wood with an attached steel steam piston engine. B-67-127-1. Clockwork house cat. A common house cat, fetus cat, that's constructed similar to the bird mentioned above. Item is covered in artificial fur. Now this also reminds me of Love, Death and Robots. With let me look it up first before I. Death and Robots, season 1. It's that one episode where like Good Hunting. Yes, Good Hunting. I'm not sure if I can show it on stream because there is nipples and boobs in it. So, but there's a part where like it's in Good Hunting. It's all about like how the magical tradition or like the magic of the world gets like replaced with machinery, and then there's like a kitsune basically who becomes full machine. So because the main character, he was able to make automatons like that. I think what's throwing me off is that it has a lot of signs of being broken goblet, but it's not broken goblet. Oh, you're going deep. But I know what you mean. I fully know what you mean. P-42-412-43. Venus flat trap. A Venus flat trap constructed from brass gears, steel teeth, cotton cloth coverings, and a wooden stock. Flat trap is fully operational, including injuring one researcher who placed his arm down the trap to observe the gear train. R55. First of all, dumb. R55-124-0. Rolling disc. A circular disc with bearings underneath and a complex transmission system inside. An operated disc functions as an automatic personnel transport. W45-124-55. Plasma pistol. An 18th century dueling pistol with a miniature reactor similar to the one found in SCP-1713 built into a handle. When tested, a 50-meter line of white light was observed to leave the barrel of the pistol, disintegrating the test target. They have fucking plasma cannons. Extensive thermal damage was noted along the entirety of the line of light. Observing staff minus the user were rendered permanently blind. How the user was not harmed remains under investigation. Thermal gun. Jesus. I-12-889-72. Camera eye. A glass eyeball with two complex gear and chain assemblies on the inside, mimicking the function of a normal human eyeball. Testing of this object is to be scheduled for a later date. E-51-712-12. Polygraph counter. A Geiger-style counter that can register blood pressure, heartbeat, and respiration. Currently stored within Site-71, awaiting approval to be sent to Site-19. I-51-666. Okay. The number of the beast. 71. Artificial human head. Oh. A human head designed out of glass, ruby bearings, and brass gears. The brain is replaced by a system of gears resembling a difference engine. A wind-up key was located at the base of the skull. When the key was turned, the head began to speak, mentioning items such as how to create an effective lubricant out of human semen. Safely dismantling the fly trap and how to create a desert cake from deluxe punched. Head is currently in isolated storage on Site 71, pending approval to transport to Site 19 for further examination and possible SCP classification. And Addendum 2. The factory complex, in apparent response to continual human exploration, has started constructing new automatons. Observed and captured specimens reveal a set of mechanical glass eyes as well as a complex card punching system that punches information similar to binary code onto a cardboard sheet. Automatons have been observed to be following Foundation personnel throughout the structure and around the island site. Foundation staff are to remain aware of these robots and are to immediately report to Enjo Xiao in the event of the new automatons being observed. Ooh. Complex at the beginning, but I do like what it came out to be at the end. They really just threw that shit out, huh? I mean, what other advice would you relay? I do think this was a bit more complicated start. Because I feel like they could have started off by saying it's a factory with different robots and first tell you what kind of robots they are, because that's like the easier part to understand, and then explain like how they all work in these factories. And I think if you swap around the levels and what robots it has, it would be an easier read, because then you're like, oh yeah, it's this thing. It's this factory of robots they made all this, and these are the levels of work that they do. Level 1 is this, level 2 is that. I think it was just make it easier to like get into, because we all got a bit confused when it just told us like all the things that that is being made in those levels, and then we got like the stuff that's much easier to understand afterwards, and we're like, oh okay, now I get it. At least that's how I see it. I think it's a cool idea though. The SCP itself, cool idea, cool concept. Just like the way it's written can throw you off a little bit and then like bring you back in. Blah 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 gears, blah 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 metal, blah blah blah. Humans seem basic again. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I give just a couple of changes.